Hello PhD students, I am Fahim and in this video I will show you 10 simple ways that can significantly increase your PhD productivity. Number 1, avoid social media in the first half of your day. Now, social media is quite uncontrollable. When we scroll through different feeds of social media, we come across things that can divert our focus or that can make us feel very bad. For example, some bad event happened around the world or something bad happened to our loved one that can drastically divert our focus. So my suggestion is do not use social media in the first half of your day where you can really focus on your PhD work. Number 2, at least 4 hours of focused work. Now, PhD is a time where most of the time we think that we are working, but actually we are not working. We are pretending to be working, or we are just thinking about work. So there is a difference between thinking about work and actually working. My suggestion to you would be that particularly in the first half of your day, allocate 4 hours where you just get away from all emails, all kind of notifications, social media, and so on, and dedicate those 4 hours to fully focused work on the most challenging aspect of your PhD. Number third, leave light tasks to the end of the day. Now, there are several tasks as a PhD student that we do that are very easy or lightweight. For example, replying to emails or sending a meeting agenda or maybe passing your paper through Grammarly. Now, these kind of tasks are very lightweight and doesn't take a lot of energy or focus. My suggestion is leave those tasks to the end of the day. So the major chunk or the main chunk of your day where can go to more significant tasks like for example writing a research paper or maybe analyzing data and so on. Number 4, just start. Now many a times we aim for perfection and that aiming for perfection kind of keeps us away from starting. The best way to learn is to start and figure it out on the way. This delaying tactic, it is very common with PhD students and it does not help. My suggestion to you is that the sooner you can start, the better it is for you. Number 5, try Pomodoro. Now, Pomodoro is a technique that is very common among PhD students. And what happens in this technique is that you set a timer for a particular period of time, like for example, for 25 minutes, where you focus on a piece of work and you turn off all kinds of notifications, or in other words, you get away from all kinds of distractions. And then once the timer hits, then you take a 5 minute break and then you come back to that focused piece of work. I have seen PhD students who try this kind of technique and it really helps at times. Number 6, taking notes. Now as a PhD student you will attend different kind of events like conferences, workshops. Similarly, you will attend different meetings. The information that is coming towards you is quite a lot, and often a time it evaporates if you do not record it. My suggestion to you is that keep a journal with yourself or record things in your laptop or whichever way you feel better for taking notes. But do take these notes, and then those notes can become kind of very useful for you in different ways. For example, for ideas or for maybe linking those stuff to the work that you are doing and so on. Number 7, don't leave shorter tasks for tomorrow. Now, these shorter tasks that I mentioned earlier, like for example, replying to emails or sending meeting agendas and these kind of stuff, they are very easy to execute. So when you execute it at the end of your day, that way you would get a feeling that okay, you have done something. For example, many students, they reflect on their day that whether my day was productive or not. So when these small tasks are added to your daily task, then you eventually get a feeling of accomplishment. Number 8, avoid toxicity. Now, for PhD students, it's very important to have a very good focus. Now there are many activities, there are many people across us that can really distract us from our focus. So my suggestion is to identify these kind of distractions, these kind of toxicities, in as much as possible try to stay away from them. This will really help you to develop focus towards your PhD. Number 9, don't just plain act as well. I have seen students, I have observed students who are most of the time into thinking, into planning that, okay, I'll do this. I'll, for example, publish 10 papers during my PhD. Now, it's good to plan. However, if we are only indulged in all the time planning, that is not productive. We need to act more. When you are a person of action, then your productivity increases very significantly. Number 10, don't worry. Being worried is very common in PhD students. Now, the problem is that being worried does not solve any problem, but taking the right set of actions does. So, if you can take that worry bubble out of your head, it will really help you in your PhD and will make you more productive. Thank you. I wish you all the best for your PhD.